Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback. Over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, here's Ncyder. That is caught by Bond. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they want this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll find the tight end, Harold Fannin. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Sanders. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw now, here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Sanders. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Looking to put a drive together. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers going to throw. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That's complete. Bernard. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great play there. 59 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a pickup of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Sanders to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sanders pass.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll audible to something else. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the two-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead.
Steelers 6.
Now following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Steelers.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf from 10 yards out. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point
Rodgers
conversion.
changing the play, it appears. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Browns 8. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a large stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw is Sanders. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Sanders. And now another one thrown incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Is a turnover on downs.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Howard. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have calmed down.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. That is caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Howard. A final shot before break. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and two more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Back to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they'll bring four receivers into the fold here. It's third and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Howard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now Howard throwing to start the drive. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Michael Pittman.
30 yards.